Yeah, you're watching the English news program on Lào Cai television. In today's program, we will check out following highlights. Lào Cai converting resolution spirit into concrete action. Topaz Equalk ranks in top 3 resorts in Asia. Green Lào Cai. And now other details. Please join in watching the program. In his closing speech at the first conference of the Provincial Party Executive Committee, Comrade Trịnh Việt Hùng, alternate member of the Party Central Committee, Provincial Party Secretary, and Chairman of the Provincial People's Council, requested that immediately after the conference, the anti-potential system focused intensely on leadership and direction, transforming the spirit of the resolution into action with the overarching goal of rapidly and sustainably developing Lào Cai province toward being green, harmonious, distinctive, and happy.
He emphasized that in the remaining months of the year, party committees, agencies, and units at all levels must intensify leadership and direction, focusing intensely on 8 key task groups. These include, accelerating recovery from the aftermath of typhoons number 10 and No. 11, mobilizing and allocating resources reasonably for repairing and rebuilding essential infrastructure and restoring production, decisively implementing the 2025 state budget revenue task with the goal of reaching 21,000 billion VND, accelerating the disbursement of public investment capital and the construction of key projects, and effectively operating the 2-tier local government model. He specifically stressed the need to accelerate implementation and strive to complete the adjustment of the Lào Cai Provincial Master Plan for the 2021 to 2030 period, with a vision to 2050, ensuring consistency with central specialized plans and the National Overall Master Plan, within the first quarter of 2026. This is an extremely important task that needs to be accelerated. It must be completed by the first quarter. This time, we are combining 2 pieces, Lào Cai and Yen Bai, and these 2 master plans are still current, with their legal and practical value intact. In parallel, I propose that while the planning task belongs to the Commune People's Committees, I also request that the Secretary of the Party Committee and the Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee issue a directive soon to establish a task force, spearheaded by the Department of Construction, to support and assist the communes. He also requested that all levels, sectors, and localities must closely adhere to the Provincial Party Standing Committee's plan for implementing the 7 key resolutions of the Politburo to concretize and effectively organize the deployment of breakthrough tasks, suitable for the province's reality. Concurrently, they must urgently finalize and issue the 17 key schemes of the Provincial Party Executive Committee for the 2025 to 2030 term. Agreeing with the contents presented at the conference, he proposed that all levels, sectors, localities, and units focus intensely on leadership and direction, transforming the spirit of the resolution into action. Cadres and party members, especially leaders, must dare to think, dare to act, and dare to take responsibility for the common good, talk less, do more, follow through on what they say, and achieve specific results and outcomes. Lào Cai is determined to successfully complete the goals and tasks for 2025, creating a solid foundation for the successful implementation of the resolution of the First Provincial Party Congress for the 2025 to 2030 term. This will create a breakthrough step in building Lào Cai province into a growth pole, a center for connecting economic trade between Vietnam and ASEAN countries with the southwest region of China, striving to be green, harmonious, distinctive, and happy.
As of the end of September 2025, the province had disbursed nearly 48% of its overall capital plan. The disbursement rate for the capital plan assigned by the Prime Minister in particular exceeded 73%, ranked the 4th out of the 34 provinces nationwide.
The province's total 2025 public investment capital plan is over VND 15.1 trillion, with 97.5% already allocated to projects. Local budget capital accounts for a large portion, over VND 8.7 trillion, primarily focused on transport infrastructure, land fund development, and welfare facilities. To ensure full-year disbursement, the province requires units to accelerate construction progress and finalize investment procedures, especially for the Sapa Airport project and key transport works. Local authorities must intensify site clearance efforts and quickly hand over clean sites to contractors to drive key project progress and boost local socio-economic development.
Lào Cai province has organized over 150 basic digital skill classes through the digital mass literacy movement, attracting nearly 12,000 participation.
These classes guide citizens, especially those in rural and ethnic minority areas, on basic applications like information lookup, QR code scanning, using Vina ID, digital agriculture apps, market price updates, learning new farming techniques via YouTube/Zalo, and e-commerce for small traders. These achievements will help the province reach its goal of 100% of adults using smart devices to access essential information and digital services by 2030.
Lào Cai is promoting safe, transparent, and modern agriculture to meet market demands. Production linked with stability builds consumer trust and creates a sustainable path for local agriculture.
The province has established many concentrated farming areas utilizing digital technology for crop management and product traceability, focusing on key products like tea, safe vegetables, high-quality rice, and fruit. Currently, 110 enterprises and cooperatives participate in the traceability system with over 340 product lines, publicly disclosing information on processes, quality certifications, and production locations. This progress affirms the province's move toward green, clean, modern agriculture, aiming for sustainable development and deeper integration.
In the 2020 to 2025 period, Lào Cai province, with central government support, issued numerous policies and mobilized over 50 trillion VND to comprehensively develop ethnic minority and mountainous areas.
This funding has built or upgraded thousands of key facilities, including roads, schools, and health stations. Social security policies, such as eliminating temporary housing and supporting poor households, have been drastically implemented, improving the material and spiritual lives of the people. Consequently, the socio-economic situation in these areas has achieved outstanding results. The economic structure is shifting towards commercial production, and farmers are actively applying science and technology. By the end of this year, the province's overall poverty rate is expected to drop by about 2.68%. Notably, the poverty rate among ethnic minorities has decreased by an average of 6.36% per year, totaling a 25.42% reduction for the whole period.
The two-part eco resort, Bản Hồ Communes, Lào Cai province, has been ranked the third on the list of top resorts in Asia by the prestigious global traveler magazine Condé Nast Traveler.
This result was voted on by over 757,100 readers worldwide, emphasizing the unforgettable experiences and dedicated service guests enjoy. This is great news for Topaz Eco Lodge and acknowledges the service quality of Vietnamese destinations on the global tourism map. Perched atop a hill in the Muong Hoa Valley, the resort features 50 granite bungalows and villas built in the traditional Thai stilt house style, emphasizing a wild, pristine beauty to offer guests an impressive experience.
One critical direction for Lào Cai province is to become a growth pole and a center for international trade connection, developing toward a green, harmonious, distinctive, and happy model. This green development stems from the province's inherent potential and is being realized across many sectors, notably in tourism development.
Lào Cai boasts a heritage belt stretching from Phanxipan Peak to Thác Ba Lake, offering a chain of prominent destinations with magnificent scenery, unique cultural identity, and climatic advantages. Based on the criteria of protecting and respecting nature, many areas in Lào Cai are steadily establishing their brand on the local, regional, and national tourism map. According to tourism statistics, Lào Cai currently has 37 tourist spots, many of which are designated green destinations. Green factors and environmental protection are always prioritized in Lào Cai's tourism development strategy and goals. To quickly establish Mutsang Chai as a famous destination, the province will continue to leverage the advantage of terraced rice fields, linked with ethnic culture preservation. A number of tourism cooperatives have also been established. In the new term, with tourism identified as a key, breakthrough economic sector, Lào Cai continues to focus on developing green, sustainable tourism with diverse products. Specifically, this development must be based on respecting, preserving, and effectively promoting the value of natural and cultural resources, creating jobs, improving livelihoods, and bringing happiness to the people, thereby contributing to building a green economy and achieving sustainable development goals.
Consistent with the green strategy decision, Lào Cai views the greens of the forest and environmental freshness as its most valuable assets, forming the foundation for green and sustainable agriculture.
The foundation of green agriculture in Lào Cai lies in production models adhering to standards like Vietgap and organic. Currently, many of Lào Cai's key commercial crops are being developed into high-value organic production zones, notably cinnamon. Following the merger, Lào Cai became a super cinnamon region, with over 143,000 hectares, accounting for 75% of the national cinnamon area, generating about VND 2.5 trillion annually. Crucially, over 23,700 hectares of cinnamon are now organically certified, significantly boosting economic value and improving local livelihoods. Going forward, the province will continue to prioritize cinnamon as a key crop, as outlined in the Comprehensive Rural Development Plan. We will review cinnamon growing areas to ensure the organic zone is maintained and integrate cinnamon development with tourism. In its agricultural development orientation for the 2025 to 2030 period, Lào Cai clearly defines a shift in the agricultural economic structure towards a green, ecological, circular, and high-value chain model. Accordingly, concentrated commercial agriculture will be developed in the east, key products, tea, cinnamon, banana, pineapple, mulberry, aquaculture, etc., while medicinal herbs and endemic products will be developed in the west, linked with traceability. The target is to achieve an average annual growth rate for the agriculture sector of about 5% for the 2026 to 2030 period.
With the forest cover rate over 60% among the highest nationwide, a rich forest ecosystem, rare biodiversity, and abundant water resources, Lào Cai has the foundation for green energy development. The province is also focusing on the promoting green, sustainable industrial production, alongside technological innovation and deep processing.
This enterprise pioneered the investment of nearly VND 200 billion in a gypsum waste recycling and treatment system. The system processes about 5,000 tons of synthetic gypsum annually for cement additives, reducing the factory's annual discharge capacity by 60%. The process ensures input-output stability in production, generates no solid waste inside the factory, and reduces the exploitation of natural raw materials like limestone, thereby improving the environmental landscape. Lào Cai is accelerating the planning of industrial parks and clusters, and focusing on attracting investment in this sector by shifting from natural resource extraction to environmentally friendly deep processing. The Lào Cai business community considers this a mandatory direction. Green production requires high resources, and given the small scale of local enterprises, individual businesses must make significant efforts. They propose that the local government should implement supporting policies, such as credit, tax, and land policies for green production, and policies encouraging the use of products linked to green manufacturing. In the near future, the province will continue developing industrial parks and clusters in the northern region, gradually transforming the Tang Long Industrial Park into a green industrial park. Priority is given to attracting high-tech, environmentally friendly industries and promoting renewable energy development, specifically by investing in and exploiting the national scenic area of Thác Bà Lake, the Red River, biomass power, and planned hydropower projects. Concurrently, traditional craft villages will continue to receive attention for their restoration, preservation, and development.
Green development is not only about protecting the environment, forest, and water sources, but also about building an economy balance between growth, sustainability, and social equity. More broadly, green will be the foundation, harmony, the principle, and identity of the soft power and difference, ultimately aiming for happiness as the highest development goal for Lào Cai in the new period. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our program today is ending. Thank you for your attention.